Hey there, y'all. Disney D Prince here today with another Five Below haul. Today I have got the full series of Bubbaloons. Now, these were just kind of a corner of my eye find. There was a whole display of them in a box. There's like 8, but there's only 6 to collect. And these look very cool. As you can see, they are a little articulated, but I love this kind of like My Little Pony Candyland vibe that they've got going on. And apparently they blow bubbles. I'm not sure if these are sticky bubbles or if they're balloons. But they do come with these little like blow spout things. And I was like, you know what, that's kind of cool. So I figured at $5 for each, I spent $30 on the whole series just to show you guys all of them. Here's their artwork on the back. The one I have right now is Joy, and she is an elephant. And let's open her up and see what all she's got. Now these are right to the edge, these plastic pieces. So we're gonna hope that we can kind of pop that in a little bit. There we go. It's always fun trying to open up a clamshell. But they're very cool, and I figured, you know what, I'd give them a try because I might be able to take these heads off and use them like I use my, like I use the VIP pets, and just sort of put these heads on a Rainbow High body. Okay, so these don't twist, unfortunately. Which means it's going to be a little harder to take these heads off, which means I'd have to do it with an X-Acto knife if I was going to do what I plan to do. But it's still possible. I want to show you guys the size comparison in the heads. See, they're just about the right size to where they would look kind of intentional on a Rainbow High body. But these arms are articulated. So are the legs. So they can sit like this, kinda. Yeah, they can sit. And they're very cute. These are kind of sticky, but they're not gummy, at least. And they're not slime like I thought they were gonna be. They're actual balloons. But, and then these are some of the little like straws. I'm not sure what this one is. This one might be to deflate them. I'm not sure, because this one's not gonna like plug in there. Unless it's supposed to go like this. It might be like that. Weird. So let's take a quick look at the instructions again, because I'm not sure how you're supposed to put these balloons in. Okay, so it looks like the heart end goes into the balloon like this. So we take it and put it on like that. And then we take our heart and we put it inside of our head. And then we inflate like that. And that's kind of cool. And you take it out and it stays like that. And you give 4 pumps is what it says, or what it recommends. And then you just pop it off like that, and it comes free, and then you would go like this to deflate it. So the balloons are reusable, which is kind of cool. Alright, that is an interesting concept. I like that it's not slime based, which is great for kids, because I feel like kids get so much slime in things nowadays that it is just kind of crazy trying to, you know, keep it from getting on everything. But that's a really cool concept. I wasn't sure how it was going to be. I thought it might be like those, if anyone in their, you know, born in the 90s remembers those little rolls of plastic, the things that came in the tube with the straw that you had to inflate. I thought they were going to be like that and just kind of like pre-portioned, but those are actually really cool. And then you can keep them as little, so you're supposed to be able to attach them to the balloons like that somehow. So that's interesting. So let's reinflate one of these and see how it attaches to the balloon, because I forgot to show you guys that bit. Okay, so once again, right in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we take that off, and then we would put it right here onto our little staff. And it decorates like that. And that's kind of cool. That is an interesting way to handle a little toy thing. And they do actually have one hand that is molded to hold it like that. So that's kind of cool. Oop, she fell over. Interesting. I do like how these are deflatable, as we said, as we showed before. This is the little deflate piece. Better off to hold the ring so you don't accidentally puncture the balloon. But that's very cool. It's an easy toy to use. I do like that they're articulated. I get why these are not turn heads now, because you have to keep the air pressure in there kind of constant. But these are really cool. I will probably still take these heads off and put them onto Rainbow High bodies, at least for the meanwhile, because I know I've taken a lot of eyes out of heads to use for other projects, so it's easier to just kind of like keep those heads off and pop these fun heads on. So that was Joy. Now each of these has slightly different accessories. Like their balloons are all different colors, it looks like. So here we have Xena, spelled Z-E-N-A instead of the X that we know from the 90s. But it's very cool, and she is a zebra. There we go, thing, come on. Ooh, I actually got it to where it came off nice and easy. Okay. So, these are very cool. We've got our straws, we've got our balloons. Again, she has a yellow balloon, which is kind of fun. But again, very cute. She's got a little yellow ponytail. She's slightly purple, if that comes across. She's not a pure white. She's like purple and like a lilac almost. But she's very cute. And she has the same little like wand that Joy had, but recolored in purple to go with her aesthetic. But your balloon pieces are going to stay the same color. Or your balloon inflation pieces. And then she comes with 4 of these yellow balloons, and we don't really need to show the balloon mechanism every time. So I'm just going to kind of line them up to show you guys. But very cute. And then we have Lola, who is the kind of the first one listed on the back here. Right there. And she's our artwork doll. She's very cute. She definitely has like an ice cream sundae unicorn vibe going on. And she has a different kind of wand staff thing that looks like a candy cane pole. And they're very cool. I don't think I ever mentioned to show the UPC. And these are by IMC Toys out of Spain. Surprisingly, we don't see a ton of Spanish toys here in the US. And they do supposedly have a YouTube channel with Kit Tunes or Key Tunes. So possibly there's a YouTube series on these, but more likely it's just like a couple of episodes. But they are very cute. And I'd be interested to see how they kind of design the world that they live in, because it is really giving like Candyland vibes, which I'm all here for. But I don't know how sometimes they get around copyrights with toys like this. And Lola has our pink balloons. Very cute. Here's a more close-up of that staff with the balloon on it. Now Lola is a white. She's got the pure white skin compared to Xena, as you can see kind of more in comparison. But I love this. She's got lollipop. She's got a little bit of like kind of rainbow sparkle to her. She's got this like unicorn poop kind of thing on her head. Does have a little tail on the back, like very cute. And again, no head moving, but we get it at this point. But very cute. I'm gonna take our little balloons and stick them off to the side. They are kind of sticky to each other, so if you store them together, be kind of careful with that. Next, we've got our little tiger. I think this was actually the first one that I saw. And this is Otto, so our first one with a sort of masculine sounding name, or our only one with a masculine sounding name. But very cool. He's got kind of this red sword thing. And again, with with like a purplish pink balloon. I don't think they're the same color as Lola's. But all of these are going to have the same UPC because they're all in an assortment. But they're very cool. They're very basic, which is nice. Like, there's not, 4 sheets of instructions and warnings. It's, here's how you use it. Bye. kind of thing. But they're very cool. So, here we go. We've got our balloons out. So, here is Otto. Again, very cool. His little belly fur is actually like an ice cream. And so are his feet. It's like a whipped cream with like a cherry on top kind of vibe. And he's really cute, in my opinion. The stripes and stuff do continue around the back, which is great. Like, I appreciate when it's not just paint on the front for toys like this. But here is a more close-up of that like sword wand thing compared to these three. So these are your three different weapons choices, or not weapon, scepter probably is a better way to put it. Balloon wand or something like that. Each of them always comes with these two pieces, so you can deflate the balloon and inflate the balloon. Let me show you the difference in these colors. So it's subtle, but there is a difference. It's the difference between pink and essentially purple. It would have made more sense for him to have like a pure red balloon to go with his coloring, but that's okay. And then we have our next one, which is Berry. She is a mouse. Right there is her artwork. Very cool. She comes with a new color of that sword. And then green balloons. And I'm loving her vibe. She's a strawberry queen. She's giving me strawberry shortcake. So yeah, I'm here for it. There we go. Trying to get these all off in as few pulls as possible. So we have our green balloons. Very cool. And these balloons, unfortunately, do get a little bland in their coloring when you inflate them, because of course they're not going to hold that same color the entire way, because you've got to inflate. They're all like so saturated. But she comes with a pink wand, which is very cool. It almost looks like a balloon and an animal on this mold, kind of, but very cool. And of course the same articulation that we had. Whoop. Avalanche. It's the only problem with toys that sit kind of like this, with this kind of mechanism, is that you really gotta make sure that you're not overseating them so they don't fall over. All right, and our last one is this blue kitty cat named Stella. And she's very cute. She has a red recolor of that candy cane one. She's got some yellow balloons. She's got this really cool kind of like night sky, like hypnotic feel to it. And yeah, I'm like, she's very cute. And again, these are all $5. So this is not a bad like stocking stuffer kind of thing. It's not a bad like add on to a gift card kind of toy if you're not sure what a kid's gonna want. Here's her little wand. And it's not something that's gonna get messy to where a parent's gonna hate you. And it's definitely not something that's like inappropriate, because there's no underwear or anything like that. But it has that same kind of LOL doll body, which is why I was kind of confused, because I thought these were made by MGA almost. But they are not. They are a different body altogether. But I was going to show you guys the similarities between these. See, this is one of the Rainbow High Fantasy Friends, and it's that same kind of oblong body shape, but his arms are different. These are a lot closer to regular LOL dolls as far as their arms just kind of like going straight out. But these are very cool. And she's actually, I think, a fox. Actually, not a, yeah, definitely a fox. She's got these side kitty things and the snout. I should have noticed that. and she's got this little like foxtail on the back. So very cute. And honestly, these are kind of worth it. You know, especially if you're like me and you have a bunch of extra doll bodies just kind of sitting around. Once you take those heads off, it's not really a blow-up toy anymore. But, you know. But these are the same color as those. So you do get more yellows than any other color when you're buying a complete set. So they're very cool. They're fun. The balloons are a cute toy add-on that are not gonna be, you know, chaos in your house. I do like how they're deflatable. So as a parent, I would keep one of these just like in a drawer somewhere so you can remember to, like, you know, save these balloons, because they're probably not going to last very long if you keep them inflated all the time. So we've got, I'm gonna blow up each of their things. Why are you fighting me? Okay, so we've got that, and I'm gonna put his on there. See how that just turns into kind of a yellow tint compared to how it was very saturated at the beginning. But very cool. I'm gonna just show you guys all of their balloons now. Bum, bum, bum. And remember what I said is by holding on to this little ring, you're less likely to puncture the actual balloon, but I think that's why they give you 4. It's because it's kind of hard to not puncture these balloons if you're trying to like shove those little wands into them. But again, this one becomes really clear when you inflate them. So that's just kind of how it rolls. They're very cute. I do wish they had alternated which hand holds what, but with smaller toy brands, you can really expect kind of as little variation as possible. I am impressed that we got 6 different head molds and torso molds, because these tails are all different on the back. So yeah. So I think these are a pretty good buy. Like, if you see them at Five Below, pick them up because they're fun. And, you know, who doesn't love the occasional little, like, chibi pet? So if you guys have any questions on these, leave them in the comments, and I will answer them when I get some time. I'm back in the office now, so it's going to be a little more draining for me, but I'm hopefully going to keep posting videos as regularly as I have been. So as always, follow along for some more fun unboxings. Don't forget to leave your comments below, and if you enjoyed it, leave me a like. Bye, y'all. Be good.